guys, today I'm going to read you Winnie and Wilbur in Space. Okay, let's read the blurb. 3, 2, 1, whoosh. Winnie and Wilbur zoom into space, dodging satellites and flying saucers. They find the perfect planet for a picnic. But when some naughty space rabbit munch their rocket, how will they get home again? It's astronomical adventure. Okay, before we start, I would like to ask you one question. What do you think is going to happen in the storybook? Let's find out. You might want to pause to think, or you could just find out. Winnie and Wilbur in space. Winnie the Witch loved to look through her telescope at the night sky. It was huge and dark and mysterious. I'd love to go into space, Wilbur, Winnie would say. It would be such a big adventure. Wilbur, Winnie's big black cat, loved to be outside at night too. He liked to chase moths and bats and shadows. That was enough adventure for Wilbur. Look, the sun is here. Then one night, when the moon and stars were bright, Winnie suddenly said, "Let's go into space right now, Wilbur." "Meow," said Wilbur. "But how will we get there?" wondered Winnie. "We need a rocket, and I don't have a rocket." Then she looked up at the moon and she had a wonderful idea. She waved her wand and shouted, "What do you think is the magic word?" If you said abracadabra, you are correct. Venus. And there on the roof was a rocket. When he packed a picnic basket, got her big book of spells just in case, and ran up the stairs and Wilbur. When he shut her eyes, waved her magic wand and shouted, "Abracadabra! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Earth. 3, 2, 1. The rocket shot off the roof and went into space. It went very, very fast, and it was hard to steer. Whoosh! Oops! Winnie nearly flew into a satellite. Oops! Was that a flying saucer? Oops! That was a falling star, Wilbur. Our moon, you see, like the spotty things. "Meow," said Wilbur. He put his paws over his eyes. "We'll find a lovely planet for our picnic," Wilbur and Winnie said. Wilbur peeped out from behind his paws. There were little planets everywhere. See, little planets, little. Mars. "Here's a sweet little planet," Winnie said. "We'll have our picnic here." "Purr," said Wilbur. He loved picnics. Plop, the rocket landed. All was quiet and peaceful, but there were funny little holes everywhere. Wilbur looked down the holes. They seemed to be empty. When he unpacked the food, there were pumpkin scones, chocolate muffins, some cherries, and cream for Wilbur. Yum! Can you see the awesome picnic, chocolate muffins, and some pumpkin cones? An asteroid belt. A A little head popped out of a hole, and then there were heads everywhere. Rabbits, said Winnie. Space rabbits are coming to our picnic. Meow, said Wilbur. A space rabbit hopped over to try some cream. Yuck! Another space rabbit tried a pumpkin score. Horrible! Chocolate muffins, disgusting. Cherries, yuck! Then some of the space rabbits hopped over to the rocket. They sniffed it, Jupiter, and took a bite. Then the rocket was covered in space rabbits. Oh no! Shouted Winnie. She waved her magic wand, shouted, Abracadabra! And carrots and lettuce rained down on the rabbits. But the space rabbits didn't like carrots or lettuce. See, those rabbits, they love carrots, but these rabbits are space, so they don't like it. Of course, said Winnie. She waved her magic wand, shouted, Abracadabra! Excited. And there was a giant pile of metal. Saucepans, wheelbarrows, bicycles, cars, even a fire engine. Yes, that was what the space rabbits liked. Scrumptious, but it was too late. Uranus. The space rabbits had eaten up all of Winnie's metal rocket. Glittering broomsticks, shouted Winnie. Now how will we get home? Meow, said Wilbur. Winnie looked at the giant pile of metal. Perhaps, she said. Maybe. I wonder. She looked in her big book of spells. Yes, she said. Then she picked up her magic wand, waved it 5 times, and shouted, Abracadabra! There was a flash of fire, a bang, and there was on top of a giant pile of metal was a rattling, roaring scrap metal rocket. Winnie and Wilbur climbed up to the rattling, roaring rocket and jumped in. Vroom, the rocket blasted away. It rushed and roared through space. Whoomp, the rocket landed in Winnie's garden. That was an adventure, Wilbur. Winnie said, but I'm glad we're home. Purr, 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 said Wilbur. He was very glad to be home. The end. And these are some stories you would really like to read. And also some stories at the start would be really good if you read them. Bye.